If you're looking to cut down on your spending, one of the best ways to do so is by avoiding unnecessary purchases. We all have things that we think we need but really don't, and it's time to start cutting back on these items. In this video, we'll look at 10 unnecessary things you should stop buying and how you can save money by skipping them in the future. 1. Books. Books are a great source of knowledge, but they can also be an expensive property to acquire. If you're looking to save money, it's wise to reconsider your book buying habits. The majority of books have become available online as ebooks, audiobooks, and even free downloads, so you don't necessarily have to purchase them in physical form. If you're an avid reader, consider investing in an online subscription to an ebook service instead of purchasing books one at a time. This could significantly reduce your expenses over time. 2. DVDs and CDs. When was the last time you bought a DVD or CD? With streaming services now available, DVDs and CDs have become obsolete. For many people, they're a property of the past and are no longer necessary to own. Not only do they take up physical space, but they can also be expensive to purchase. Streaming services are much more efficient than DVDs or CDs. They allow you to access a wide range of movies, music, TV shows, and other forms of entertainment without having to physically purchase them. Not only is this more cost-effective, but it also allows for greater accessibility in terms of portability and storage. Plus, there are no worries about losing the physical media or having it scratched or damaged. As such, you should definitely stop buying DVDs and CDs if you haven't already done so. Streaming services are the way to go these days and will save you both money and space. 3. Clothes. Investing in quality clothes is always a smart move, but buying too much of it can become a wasteful property. Unless you're a fashionista who loves to stay on trend with the latest styles, then your wardrobe may be overflowing with unnecessary garments. When shopping for clothes, it's important to think about how much you'll actually get out of the item, and if you really need it. You'd be surprised at how many items of clothing you could get rid of without missing them at all. 4. Furniture. When it comes to furniture, it can be tempting to purchase new items to spruce up the look of your home. However, the reality is that many pieces of furniture have a limited lifespan and will eventually need to be replaced. You might find yourself in a position where you need to buy a new chair or sofa, but buying something every few years can become expensive. Instead, consider buying quality pieces that will last longer, or looking for second-hand furniture that has been gently used. You could also think about investing in some simple DIY projects to help make your existing furniture last longer and look better. 5. Toys. When it comes to items that you can buy and never use again, toys are right up there. You may buy them for your children or grandchildren, but they often get lost, broken, or simply outgrown. Plus, if you have a habit of buying toys regularly, you may find yourself running out of space in your home to store them all. Unless the toy is educational or particularly special, it might be best to look into other ways to entertain your child or grandchild. Consider board games, arts and crafts supplies, outdoor play equipment, musical instruments, or even just an afternoon in the park instead. 6. Tools. Tools can be a great way to complete a project or fix something around the house, but they can also be incredibly expensive and add up quickly. Think carefully about whether or not you really need that extra drill or saw, and be sure to consider if it's worth the money in the long run. If you only need it for one job, it may be best to rent or borrow the tools instead of buying them. It's important to invest in good quality tools if you plan on using them regularly, but it's also wise to avoid buying more than you need. Even if they are on sale, they can still add up quickly. 7. Kitchen gadgets. When it comes to unnecessary purchases, kitchen gadgets are often one of the first things that come to mind. You may think you need the latest and greatest item to help with meal prep or baking, but in reality most kitchen gadgets are just a waste of money. Take for example the vegetable spiralizer, a device that turns vegetables into noodles. While it may be fun to use, it's a single-use item that will just sit on your counter collecting dust. Unless you plan on eating vegetable noodles every day, investing in this tool is not worth it. The same goes for other items like egg slicers, garlic presses, and ice cream makers. Unless you plan on using them regularly, these items will most likely just take up unnecessary space in your kitchen. Think about how often you would actually use the item before buying it, and you'll save yourself from wasted money and cluttered counters. 8. Cosmetic products. When it comes to beauty products, there's no denying the temptation to try out the latest products on the market. But, in reality, most of the time you're better off sticking with what you already have. Not only are you spending money unnecessarily, but you're also exposing yourself to a variety of chemicals and preservatives that may not be beneficial for your skin. Before you go and purchase a new lipstick or facial cream, take some time to assess what you already have. Make sure to check for expiration dates, as well as whether the product is appropriate for your skin type. If a product is beyond its expiration date, then it's best to toss it out, as it can cause irritation and other adverse reactions on your skin. By keeping these tips in mind, you can save yourself from making unnecessary purchases of cosmetic products and keep your wallet happy at the same time. 9. Technology. Technology is all around us, but many of us don't realize how often we buy it. We think that having the latest phone or laptop is important, but in reality, it may not be necessary. Think about how often you buy a new tech device and what purpose it serves. Do you really need the latest gadget? If you're looking to save money, one of the best things you can do is to stop buying technology so often. Instead of buying a brand new device every few months, consider buying something pre-owned or refurbished. This way you'll still be able to use a quality product, but at a fraction of the cost. You may also want to consider renting a device if you only need it for a short time. By cutting back on technology purchases, you'll be able to save money and be more conscious about what technology you really need. 10. Cars. We all need transportation, but you don't need to buy a new car. New cars are expensive, and you can get a reliable used car for a much lower price. Instead of spending thousands on a new car, consider investing in a certified pre-owned vehicle. Not only will you save money, but you'll also get a warranty that comes with it. Alternatively, you could take public transportation or ride-sharing services such as Uber or Lyft to get around. These methods are often more affordable and can help the environment too. Conclusion. When it comes to our purchases, it pays to think twice and choose wisely. There are some things that you should never buy again, as they are simply unnecessary and don't contribute much to your life. Books, DVDs and CDs, clothes, furniture, toys, tools, kitchen gadgets, cosmetic products, technology and cars are all items that can often be avoided and won't be missed in the long run. By being mindful of what we buy, we can save money and reduce clutter in our homes. Thanks for watching. Kindly like, share and subscribe to stay tuned.